Hello all. In this session, I will be telling you about Paytm Gateway, how you can integrate this in PHP. Okay, before that, before integrating into PHP, you have to understand what is this Paytm Gateway and what is the Paytm kit, how we have to do the transaction, how we are passing the data, everything you have to understand. Without understanding, if you just try to integrate that one, you will face lot of issues. So first, I'm just going to explain you what is Paytm kit and what is Paytm Gateway. Only then we are going to integrate in our PHP code. Okay, first we are going to see about Paytm Gateway. Then I will be telling you about Paytm Payments. Okay, web sample kit. Okay, first just type this in browser and here just scroll down. You will be having this link Paytm Gateway in India to accept online payments for free. I'll just click on this link. Okay, inside this, if you have already created the account, then you can directly sign in. As of now, I don't have any account, so I'm just going to click on sign up. Okay, we are having sign up and sign up now. Any one button you can click. I'll just click on sign up now. And inside this, they are asking for mobile number or email or Paytm password. Okay, as of now, I have not signed in, so I'm just going to create an account. Inside this, we have to pass this data, mobile number, email, password, and confirm password. I'm just going to pass my mobile number. Email is optional, so I don't want to give. Password I'll just give here. I have passed. Now I'm just going to click on send verification OTP. Okay, I have received the OTP. I'm just going to enter that one. I'll just click on create account. Okay, now my account will be created and I will be redirected to this Paytm dashboard. I'll just close this one. If you want, you can watch that introduction video. Okay, for beginners, Paytm is very user friendly. But if you go for Stripe, if you go for Razor Pay, it is not difficult. But you know that it will just take time to understand that one. So if you are a beginner, you can just start with this Paytm Gateway. Okay, we will be redirected to this one. Activate account. We are having registered for Paytm mini apps. Okay, as of now, I'm not going to activate my account. I'll just show you. Inside this, you can see we are having this dashboard, we are having payouts, everything we are having. We are interested only in this developer settings. I'll just click on this and inside this we are having API keys, API documentation. If you want to read about this documentation, you can just go here and you can read entire thing. Okay, how to integrate, everything you will find here. Okay, only for your reference you can just read this one. If you're having time, you can just get started with this. You will be having many idea on this. I'll just come back. Now inside this, I'm just going to click on this API keys. Okay, inside this API keys, you can see here I'm having test API details and production API details. Inside this test API details, we are going to test whatever payments we are going to do. We are going to test whether we are able to accept that one or not. Okay, if you are performing live, then you have to go to this production API details. We are performing test, so we are going to use this credentials. Okay, whatever data we are having inside this, we will be using that one. I'll just click on generate now. See, your test API credentials have been generated. Start integrating that one. Okay, I got that message. Now inside this, we are having this documentation, testing documentation and developer integration guide. I'll just click on this testing documentation. And inside this, you can see we are having card details, we are having wallet details. Okay, if you want to do any payment, then we can use this test details. Okay, they have given this CVV. This is the wallet details. We are having net banking details. We are having UPI details. Okay, everything we can just refer this one and we can do the payment. Okay, if you want to use mobile number, then you can use this mobile number. Okay, this is the dummy data that is been given to test this one. Okay, we will be using this entire thing. I'll just close this one. Okay, as you have seen, I have generated the details, but still I am not able to see that details. Okay, even if you are facing the same issue, even after generating, if you are not able to see the details, you can just log out or you can just open same in Ignito. I'll just copy this entire link and I'm just going to open this, and here inside this I'm just going to paste. Okay, if it is not working, you can just come here, and here inside this all the details will be displayed. Okay, I will be telling you inside test API what all details are important. Okay, you can just log in again. I'll just click on this login again. Now here I will be giving the mobile number. The mobile number when I gave to register, I'm just going to pass that one, and password what I gave. I'll just click on sign in securely, and again it is going to send me one OTP. I have to enter that one. Okay, this step you don't have to follow if you are getting the details. If you are not getting details, only then you have to follow this step. Again you can log out and log in again, or you can open in Ignito window. I'll just close this one. Now inside this API keys, you can see I am having test merchant ID, test merchant key. Okay, these are very important. Website I am having web staging. Industry type will always be retail. Okay, channel ID if you are using for website, you can give this web. If you are using for mobile apps, then you can use this WAP. Okay, these details are very important, and these are the secret details. You don't have to share with anyone. Okay, as of now I am just going to hide these details. Okay, but this website, this industry type, channel ID I am not going to hide. Only my merchant ID and merchant key I am just going to hide. Okay, this is how you will be getting your details, and using these details only we are just going to integrate into this one. Okay, first what I am going to do, I am just going to copy this entire thing and I will be pasting in one notepad. You don't have to save any details, but I have saved the details. Okay, now this is done. I'll just minimize this one. Okay, now this Paytm gateway we have signed in, and also we have generated the credentials. Okay, that is basically our details. Now I'll just come to this one, that is Paytm Payment Web Sample Kit. Okay, this kit is very important, and inside this kit you will find the entire code. Only thing you have to understand what is the code and where we have to use the merchant ID and where we have to use the merchant key. Once you type this one, you will be having plenty of links. I'm just going to click on this first link, Paytm PHP Sample GitHub. And here you will be redirected to this page. I'll just click on this code and I'm just going to download this one. Okay, this zip is very important, and inside this we are having this Paytm kit. You can see we are having this Paytm kit. This folder is very important, and inside this folder I will be explaining you so that you will understand how to integrate this Paytm in PHP. I'll come to my downloads folder. Now here I am just going to extract this one, extract all, extract. I'll just delete this one. Okay, this zip whatever I have downloaded, I'm just going to delete this. Now inside this Paytm PHP sample we are having this Paytm kit. Inside this we are having this 4 files and 1 folder library, and inside this we are having this config Paytm. Okay, these files are very important. I'm just going to come, I'll just copy this Paytm kit. I'm just going to copy this folder. Wherever I have installed XAMPP, I'm just going to go to that directory, and inside this I'm just going to paste that one. Okay, only that folder I have just pasted. Okay, if you are creating any project, if you are having any folder of that project, if you want to use inside that project, you can paste this folder inside that project. Okay, as of now I am just going to paste here Paytm kit. Now, okay, when you are using this one, you have to start this Apache and MySQL because we are going to use PHP. I'll just click on this open with code. Okay, now first I am going to explain about these files. If you understand about these files, then it is very easy for you to integrate this in PHP. Now inside this, okay, we are having this txn test. I'll just open this one. I'll just copy this file path, and inside this I'm just going to paste that one. I'll remove till here. I'll be giving here localhost. Now if you open this one, you will be having one table, and inside that we are having this order ID, we are having this customer ID, industry type will always be retail, we are having this channel web. If you are using for mobile, you have to give WAP, and total amount, okay, that is 1. If we click on this checkout button, I'll just click on this checkout button, you can see I am redirected to PG redirect. Okay, as of now I have not given any key, so here I will be getting this message, but you don't have to worry. Once we give the key, we will be able to successfully integrate this one. Okay, inside this, okay, this is only for testing. Here they have given all the details. Okay, like basically if you are ordering something and if you want to do the payment, then you will be having that order ID, you will be having your ID, then okay, this entire thing we are just going to hide. Okay, this all the details we don't have to show to the customer. Only what should be shown, only that we are going to show, and amount we will show, and finally we are having this checkout. Once we click on checkout, only then we will be redirected to Paytm page. I'll just come here. Now I'm just going to explain this. Now inside this we are having this headers, but if you are a complete beginner and first time if you are listening this one, then you don't have to worry about this entire code. By practice you are going to learn, but definitely you don't have to by heart. Once you understand, then it is very simple to integrate this. Okay, you can see this is the table what I have shown you. We are having serial number, label and value. Serial number, label and value, and inside this table we are having this all the details. Okay, the same table they have designed here. And for order ID you can see they are just giving this random value, and for customer ID they have just given this value. Okay, if you want to give random value then you can give, but when you give the order ID in your project, whatever ID you are giving, that you just have to echo here. Okay, instead of passing this, you can just pass the order ID of your project. Then we are having this customer ID, you can give your ID. Then this will always be retail, you can see value is retail. And for this we are having this web, because we are using inside website, and amount they have given here 1. Okay, you can change as well. If I just give here 1000, I'll save this. I'll just refresh this one. You can see it is been changed to 1000. Okay, you can change this value. You cannot change this one if you are using for website. You cannot change this one value. Okay, this value and this value also you can use. Okay, by default it is going to generate random, but when you are using, that will be your order ID or customer ID, whatever it is, whatever you are using in that project, you just have to echo here. Okay, these 5 values, it is very important we have to pass. Okay, whenever we are using our project, these 5 values we are just going to pass from here. Once we pass this data, we will be redirected to, okay, all the data we are just going to redirect it to page redirect.php. And inside this page redirect.php, we are having some headers, and inside this they have just included this both the files, config payment and this ntech. Okay, later on I will be telling you what is this file. Then after that, all the details, okay, whatever data we are getting from here, this entire data we are just accessing using post method, and we are just storing inside this variables. Okay, this entire code you don't have to type. Once you download that Paytm kit, in that only you will be having all these files. Okay, we are having all these things. All the data we are just accessing using post method, we are storing inside separate variables, and then we are just creating an array. And after that we are having this callback URL. Okay, this callback URL is nothing but once the payment is successfully done, I should be redirected to this page response. Okay, I'll come to page response, and inside this page response you can see okay, same headers we are having, same files we are included. We are having this array, and we are having this is valid, the value is set to false, and using this post method we are just getting this data. Okay, if you are not understanding what is this code, you can just leave, you don't have to worry. And using this verify esum, we are just going to decrypt the data, and inside this PG, using this, okay, inside this redirect, using this get checksum from array, we are just going to encrypt the data. Whatever data we are getting from here, we are just going to encrypt that one. Okay, the entire array data we are just going to encrypt that one, because we are just going to create one array. This, okay, all the data will be stored in the form of array, and that array we are just going to encrypt here. Okay, so that nobody can hack. We will be encrypting the data, and that you can see. And after that, once I click on this checkout button, first I will be getting this message. Please do not refresh this page. Let me just show you. As soon as I click on this, you can see, please do not refresh this page. After that, inside this for each loop, here I am having this type is equal to hidden. It is just going to display the entire thing. Okay, in array format it is going to display. And after that we are having this submit. In array format it is just going to display. Okay, once it is redirected, all the response will be sent to PHP, and from PHP whatever data that user is having, whatever item that user has ordered, that will be displayed to us. And inside this response, you can see we are having this param list, all the data whatever we got from here, whatever we just got from here, the entire data using this post method we will be getting here inside this PG response. Once we get that one, there we have encrypted the data. Now using this we are just going to decrypt the data. To display entire data, we are just going to decrypt this data. This Paytm merchant key, whatever we are having in that website, that is this, and I am just going to pass that later. And here we are just going to check for the condition. If this is true, then I will be getting this transaction details, all the details, transaction is successful or not, I will be getting these details. If that is false, then I will be getting this message and all the data will be displayed like this. Okay, I will be having parameter name, then I will be having this value. Okay, or else if both are not getting matched, then I will be getting this checksum mismatched. Okay, this is the simple thing. First, inside this file we are just having this table, and when I click on this checkout button, I will be redirected to this PG redirect, and inside this redirect I am accessing all the data. I am just passing inside the array and I am just encrypting this data. And after that, inside this PG response, once encryption is done, everything is done, this will be passed to this will be passed to Paytm, and from there using that details I will be getting whether the transaction is successful or it is failed or it is mismatched. Okay, either one of this I am going to get. Now inside this library I am having this config paytm.php. You can see first I am having this define Paytm. Okay, this is basically we are doing test, so we are just going to pass here test. If we are doing live, then instead of test you just have to write here prod. Then Paytm merchant key, I am just going to paste my merchant key here. I am not going to show that key, but whatever key we are having inside website, we just have to paste here. Then Paytm merchant ID we are just going to pass here, and Paytm merchant, okay, we have already seen, that is web staging. I am just going to pass that one. Then rest everything is same, we don't have to change anything. I am just going to pass these two values and I will not be opening this file. Okay, we are going to pass this two data. Okay, that is very sensitive data, so even you don't have to show to anyone. I have just passed the two data. Now inside this PHP redirect we are having all these things. Now whenever we are having callback function, okay, when the transaction is successful, then I should be redirected to this page. I'll just remove this one, and below this I'm just going to comment this. Okay, this particular line you have to uncomment. Everything we have done. I'll save this. I'll come here. Now I'm just going to refresh this one. I'll click on checkout. Please do not refresh this page. You can see I am successfully redirected to Paytm integration. You can see here I am having all the other options and the total payment is 1000. What I have given here, the same payment is being displayed for me. You can see same payment is being displayed. Here I am having multiple options. Wallet I am having, card I am having, debit card, net banking. Okay, whichever is. Here I'll just select ICIC, pay 1000 rupees. It is going to process the payment. Okay, here I am having two options, failure or success. When I click on this success, okay, let it load. You can see I am redirected to PG response, and inside this PG response I am having all this data. Let me just show you. You can see parameter name and parameter value. Whatever data I am getting, let me just show you. You can see order ID, it's been displayed, and transaction is success because I have done the payment. So here that amount is 1000 rupees in INR. Here I am having the time, transaction is success, ICIC bank, bank ID. Okay, everything will be displayed. All the details will be displayed for me. Okay, this is how we are going to integrate Paytm in PHP. Now again I'll just come back. I'll come back. Now I'll just refresh this one. I'll just give here 2, checkout. Here I am having 2 rupees. You can see this is how we are going to integrate. I'll click on net banking. Let me select this one, pay. Now if I just click on this failure, you can see now the transaction is failure, and here I am having this failure. Okay, this is how we are going to integrate this Paytm in PHP. I'll just come to website, that is the dashboard. I'll just click on this testing document, and inside this we are having this card details. You can see you will be getting this card details, you are having wallet details, net banking details and UPI details. Now again I'll just explain you. Just sign up to the Paytm gateway, download Paytm kit, and inside that we are having all these files and folder. Okay, inside this first we are having all this table, and inside this 5 values we are going to pass. Then we are having this checkout button. Once I click on this, I will be redirected to this page, and inside this redirect page I am just going to access all the values and I am just going to print that one. Okay, basically I am just going to send the request to Paytm. After that I will be redirected to page response, because here inside this page response, inside this page redirect, I have just commented that one. When the transaction is successful or whatever the status is, I will be redirected to this page response.php. And inside this page response.php, we are just going to decrypt the data whatever we have encrypted in pg redirect. We are just going to decrypt using this function. We are just going to check for the condition. If this is true, then transaction successful, or else it will be failed, and I just want to print all the data, or else I should be getting this message. Okay, this is how we are just going to integrate this one. First you have to understand about this Paytm kit. Okay, this particular file, what we have done, you have to understand here why we have to pass this order ID, customer ID, retail. You have to understand this one, checkout, where you have to pass order key, merchant key. Inside this config paytm.php, you have to pass the data. Okay, that is merchant key. Okay, you don't have to show that to anyone, but you have to pass merchant key, merchant ID, and that web one. Okay, you just have to pass that data here. Then everything is working fine. You can see we have successfully integrated this one. Okay, in text environment we are just doing this. You can either scan also. We are having this multiple options, card details, we are having this banking details. Okay, you can just test from your end, you can integrate in your projects. Okay, next session I will be making a simple website, and in that I will be telling you how to integrate this one, how to pass all this data inside form, how to get this data, and how to integrate that inside the project. Okay, this is only for basic understanding. If you understand this one, then integrating in project will be very simple. Okay, that's all for this session. Next session I am just going to explain you how to integrate this in our projects.